something somber in the eyes of the men, something of winter in their faces.
I can feel it in the air tonight, baby. Gonna shock the world today.
Now is the time. Leave a little bit of yourself on the field.
And the 10 to the 20. He's gone. Coast to coast. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. There was never a doubt. History is made today, and they say we couldn't do it. Touch my radar, boy. This place is on fire. The Buccaneers are the champions. Buccaneers win in San Diego. We are the kings of the world.
In the city of brotherly love, the sun shines brightly and the temperature's above 40 degrees. It's all good for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers as we get ready for the NFC wildcard game against the Philadelphia Eagles.
To the Buccaneers, it was the recurring nightmare that would not end. For the second straight year, the unforgiving confines of Veterans Stadium was where Tampa Bay's championship dreams went to die. 4 playoff appearances in 5 seasons was good, but simply not good enough. The lopsided loss to the Eagles convinced team management that the time had finally come to look for new leadership. A month later, the Bucs heralded the arrival of their new head coach.
Just quite simply, I'm thrilled to be here, and all I can guarantee is a lot of hard work and effort in trying to put the Tampa Bay Buccaneers into championship form. Thank you very much.
Hit that hard!
The cost to get Jon Gruden was steep, a fistful of dollars and a quartet of high draft picks. But from the outset, Gruden revitalized the team with his vigor and passion.
He's at full tilt every day.
Come on, man, let's get a little juice going on offense now. Here we go.
He's a more or less a energizer.
Come on, Marquise, get your ass in here.
Damn, I hate when guys don't ask what to do. I can help you if you ask.
Jon brings a little energy to us. We've been a playoff team, but we haven't been able to get to that next level, and I think Jon will help us do that.
Somebody give these guys the route so they can help us out now. Let's not ask them to be Rhodes Scholars yet.
Gruden's mandate? Revamp a stagnant attack by installing a new offense, then acquire veteran free agents to help bring his strategies to life.
Ooh, I like that. Damn. Ooh, love that. Love it.
The team goal is pretty clear. That's to win a championship. The ultimate goal in this game, what you play for, is to win that ring, and I want that ever so badly.
Put a lot of stuff in, guys. First leg of the journey today. First leg of the journey today. Remember what we got to do to play well.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's lock tight, do what we do. Dominate on 3. 1, 2, 3. Dominate.
The onset of the Jon Gruden era was not what Florida fans had expected. Division rival New Orleans struck early and built a 10-point lead, which they maintained well into the second half. But then the defense jump-started a rally, and the Bucs methodically clawed their way back into the game.
Picked off, first turnover of the game. Derrick comes up with it.
Brad Johnson quickly took advantage, firing a pair of touchdowns that cut the Saints' lead to 3.
Brad Johnson dropping Brad, looking, throwing the pass. One-handed catch, touchdown, Jojo Vicious. 2:41 left, there is time.
With no timeouts and less than 2 minutes to play, Johnson drove the Bucs for the tying score.
Gotta get off the field and get your kicker on. With 8 seconds, with 7 seconds from the 30, 40-yard field goal. 4, 3, good snap, kick airborne. Bad team dramatic. He has tied this game with no time left. We go to overtime. Wow.
But in overtime, Tampa Bay's mood turned from celebration to exasperation.
Top two with a punt. They come after it. He's going to be tackled in the end zone. There's a touchdown on the interception. This game's over. And the Saints have broken our hearts on opening day.
Soon after the Buccaneers' disappointing debut, the entire league marked a different kind of loss. The unexpected death of legendary quarterback Jon Grudens was deeply mourned in his native Baltimore. In their own way, the visiting Buccaneers paid tribute to his memory with an evocative display of hard-nosed, old-school football. The defense held the Ravens scoreless, while the special teams put up all the points the Bucs would need.
Backpedaling the truth. Carl will field it at the 45. Goes one way, comes back the other. Gets the one guy to miss. Goes to the 50. Got a wall over there. Got a wall to the 45-40. To the 35 to the 30. To the 25 to the 20. Carl the Truth Williams will take back his fifth career punt for a touchdown.
Even with their own offense struggling, the Buccaneers found other ways to score.
Jamal Lewis. Oh, that's trouble. It's loose back to the 17. Buck to 100. We got it. Take it. It's the pylon. It's out of bounds, and it's a safety. Should have been a touchdown.
The defense saved the shutout when linebacker Derrick Brooks notched the first but hardly his last takeaway of the season for a touchdown. The league's youngest coach celebrated his first win wearing Buccaneer colors.
We got a presentation, one more game ball for our leader, our coach. We gave up draft choices, we gave up money, but that's all right. I saw that Forbes 500 list. Coach Gruden!
A nationwide TV audience got its first glimpse of the future champions when Tampa Bay hosted defending NFC champions St. Louis. Kurt Warner and the rest of the vaunted Rams attack were cut down to size by the buzzsaw Buccaneer defense, which accounted for 5 sacks and 4 interceptions. Kelly didn't quite make it to the end zone. No such problem for Derrick Brooks.
Dropping Warner gets to intercepted. 30, 25, 20. Derrick Brooks 10, 5. Touchdown Tampa Bay.
Brooks notched his second score in as many weeks, and the offense chipped in with a patented bulldozing blast from fullback Mike Allstott. The passing attack also shared in the fun.
Play action fake franchise. He throws wide open. Touchdown. Ricky Dudley, a former Raider. How easy was that?
It was even easier 6 days later in Cincinnati as the Bucs and receiver Keyshawn Johnson routed the hapless Bengals.
It's the type of team, you know, when you play San Jose State and you USC, that's what you do to them. You bury them. You put your foot right on their throat and don't let up.
Johnson's early receptions drew most of the attention from the Cincinnati secondary.
Whoa! Take 3. It take 3.
To Bengal ball carriers, it must have seemed as if there were 300 Buccaneer defenders chasing after them.
Touchdown for the 3rd game in a row.
As the local fans voiced their displeasure, some of the Bengals players launched their own angry tirades at the Bucs.
Shut your ass up! All that screaming. Play football. Man, you a fake-ass John Randall. Shut your ass up. Screaming and fake John Randall. Sorry, Brad, I'm gonna get you killed, but sorry about that.
Here we go, let's go wide shift to strong left, left, right, 59 XNC swing.
While Keyshawn continued to draw defenders, the Bengals forgot all about Keenan McCardell.
Wide open receiver down the left side is Keenan McCardell, and he is going in.
jumping me. You see all of them jump me, you idiot. Hey, man, you better tell them stop jumping to me.
Listen, they're blitzing my ass every play, so you guys just keep your edge hot.
All right. Yep. Let me help you up, boy. No, you're all right. Yeah, come on. There you go. Help you up. Nice job.
Keyshawn's courtesies were rudely followed by a pair of scoring passes from Brad Johnson to tight ends Ken Dilger and Ricky Dudley as Tampa Bay rolled to its second largest road win in franchise history.
You came down here in a short week. There were no distractions. You got after their ass. You guys won a big football game. You're tied for first place now, man. Congratulations.
The godfather of soul was in the house for the Week 5 matchup against Atlanta, but it was the visiting Bucs who belted out the biggest hits.
No, it's a fake. It's a fake. Moore's pass. What a hit, Dexter Jackson. Brian Kozlowski has 3 Z's in his name, and he's seeing Z's right now. Dex got him in the ear hole.
Another splendid shot was captured on coaching Polaroids, revealing a weakness in Falcon pass coverage the Bucs quickly exploited.
Big Brad Johnson, fade route, far sideline. Oh, caught! 50, 45, 40. It's a touchdown, Tampa Bay. 76 yards, and Keyshawn scores his first touchdown.
Warren Sapp and friends continued their defensive dominance by not surrendering a touchdown on the road for the 3rd consecutive game.
He's setting. He's in trouble. He's spinning away, and he goes down at the 26-yard line.
He was body slammed. Is hurt. Yeah, he was Michael Vick is hurt.
Vick came out, and his replacement didn't fare any better.
Doug Johnson at quarter for the injured Michael Vick takes the snap. Dropping. Booger almost got it. Oh, ball's in the air. Intercepted. Sapp's got it. Laterals. Touchdown, Derrick Brooks. 4 games in a row. The Bucs have scored a defensive touchdown. How about Warren Sapp? Second career pick. And the lateral for the TD.
How fast is that defense?
The only thing faster may have been Falcon fans racing to beat post-game traffic. The Browns were the next bunch to wave goodbye, providing little more than a faint reflection in Michael Pittman's rearview mirror.
Caught by Pittman in the flat, breaks the tackle to the 35, to the 40, 45, 50. He's to the 40-yard line, to the 30-yard line, to the 20-yard line, to the 10, to the 5, and he's blocked out at the 4-yard line.
The Buccaneers beat Cleveland for the first time in franchise history, thanks to a defense that did not allow a touchdown for the 4th time in 6 weeks. Equally as punishing was Tampa Bay's all-pro fullback.
First down, there it comes Alstott. Cuts right, outside to the 32, out of a shoe tackle. 35, stays up 40, 45, stays up 50, down to the Browns 49. What an amazing run.
Mike Alstott's performance provided a lesson in impossible physics, with defenders alternately clinging helplessly at his feet, then bouncing harmlessly off his pads. Alstott was pure inertia, a body refusing to come to rest. Alstott rushed for a season-high 126 yards, many coming during 5 consecutive carries that accounted for all the yardage on Tampa Bay's final scoring drive.
And Alstott gets the call. Zigzag move, Alstott, through 15 to the 10, running left side, to the 5, 3, 2, 1, touchdown Tampa Bay! Give the A-Train the ball!
The Buccaneers carried their league-best 5-1 record into Philadelphia with 2 goals in mind, avenging 3 straight defeats while gaining the upper hand for playoff home field advantage.
Hostile crowd. You gotta love it, baby.
Derrick Brooks was fairly hostile himself, much to the Eagles' dismay.
Better check McNabb on that one. Oh, my God. They better check him.
I saw you cheating over there.
Yeah. Oh, I got it. Oh, I got it.
Brooks then got himself into the league record book.
McNabb under pressure. McNabb under. Oh, ball knocked away. Loose football. It's loose. It's going to be picked up by Brooks. 5, 3, 2, 1. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Thank you, Lord.
Ridiculous.
Thank you, Lord.
That's ridiculous.
Thank you, Lord.
Yes, that's ridiculous. Thank you, Lord. I see you.
Good job, baby.
The defense scores 7 points. What a hit from behind. And McNabb coughs it up, and Derrick Brooks is Johnny on the spot.
Fourth touchdown
Defensively by Derrick Brooks.
Good job, sir.
I can't count him from Nebraska. That's 5 touchdowns. 4. I thought it was 5.
4. Yes,
Great
sir.
job, Stuff. Great job.
It was the most touchdowns ever scored by an NFL linebacker in a single season. But soon after, the Bucs season turned on a routine running play. An injury forced Warren Sapp to the sidelines, and the fans responded in typical Philadelphia fashion.
Wow, they're cheering. What? They're cheering. Shouldn't expect nothing less.
The Eagles were quick to take advantage of Sapp's
Play
absence.
action, McNabb rolling. Looking. He has time. He wants it all. He's going deep. And it is caught for a touchdown by Todd Dixon. The bomb!
Touchdown, Eagles. Dexter Jackson was beaten by 2 or 3 steps.
Hey, this one you got to show your maturity here now. Show your maturity. One play ain't going to beat us, dog. One play ain't never beat us.
But one play did end all hopes of a Bucs comeback.
Jailhouse blitz. Brad Johnson's pass near side. Almost picked off. It's an interception. Boy, that's awful.
Even worse was a broken rib that would sideline Brad Johnson for the next game. Philadelphia beat Tampa Bay for the 4th straight time, instilling the Eagles and their fans with a sense of invincibility.
Talking all that, you got scored on. We'll be back. We'll be back.
Needing a win at Carolina, the defense responded with 4 turnovers, while holding the Panthers to only 9 first downs and 130 yards in total offense. On a day when neither team scored a touchdown, reserve quarterback Rob Johnson made enough key plays, and Sean King came in cold off the bench after a Johnson injury to hit a critical completion that set up Martin Gramatica's game-winning field goal.
From the 37, good snap, good hold, kick airborne, plenty of leg, plenty of leg, plenty of leg. It is good! Good! Martin Gramatica. Bucs lead 12-9. Broken hearts wear blue in Carolina.
Tampa Bay's offense finally displayed the finishing kick it had been lacking when a healthy Brad Johnson returned to the lineup.
Brad Johnson dropping 3-man rush. Grant those on the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay!
The Buccaneers rolled to their highest point total of the regular season, brutalizing Minnesota initially with a strong ground game that featured both starting running backs, as well as their talented understudy.
Snecker gives us some juice, and he scoots to a little hole off left guard, and he's down the sideline for a 61-yard run. How about that?
With the Vikings focused on the run, the Bucs burned them with play action.
Ball stop the tailback, and he'll get play action. Fake Brad Johnson wide open. Keyshawn Johnson, touchdown Tampa Bay.
It was the opening act for what proved to be the Johnson & Johnson show. Brad threw for more than 300 yards, while Keyshawn hauled in 9 receptions, including 2 for scores.
Quick snap, 3-step drop, pump fake. Brad Johnson throws the pass. Touchdown, Keyshawn Johnson. Brad Johnson has thrown 5 touchdown passes. You are the best today.
After their bye week, the rejuvenated Buccaneers returned to action against Carolina, and Pro Bowl safety John Lynch couldn't wait to get started.
I knew you'd be out here, man. Let's go to war now, huh? Let's dominate. Dominate all day long. Let's go. We take the next step today. As physical as football game as we played all year right here, and they'll quit. Get a little bounce, fellas. Win on 3. 1, 2, 3. Hey, Dexter. Wind's going that way, so take a couple extra steps on deep balls.
Unfortunately, Lynch didn't heed his own advice.
Fake. Pete's got a lot of time. Throws for Smith. Caught it! Touchdown!
I actually thought that Jon Lynch was going to have a chance for interception.
Make a dang play on the ball. The wind caught that ball. I thought I had a pick, man. I went from thinking on that one I had to pick to,
Ever the unflappable veteran, Lynch shook off the touchdown and spent the remainder of the day pulverizing the Panthers. The rest of the defense got some licks in as well.
Got the win now. Got the win now. We got to take advantage.
There would be no mercy from Chucky. Gruden's astute play calling produced an 86-yard drive that ended with the game-tying score.
Play action fake. Brad Johnson looking, going to his left. Caught! Keith Brad Johnson! Touchdown Tampa Bay!
Stop, Rich. Thank you. Thank you.
Then Tampa took the lead for good on a second score with nary a defender in sight.
So the short drop, Brad looking, firing to the left. It's caught! Wide open! Touchdown Tampa Bay! Touchdown, Mike!
K-Mac, I see you. Way to turn him around, baby. Let's go 9-9. That's how we like it, man. Let's go.
What the Bucs liked best was forcing more turnovers.
Snap, play action fake by Pete, dropping Pete. Oh, ball knocked away. It's on the ground. Bucs have the football, and Warren Sapp recovers it.
See you 9-9.
Sapp's takeaway made Lynch greedy for one of his own.
You know, it's been a quiet game for us. Just stay with it, man. I got nothing going on either. But we're going to get our shot right here. We're going to get our shot. I got some assists.
Pete rolling to his right, throwing. Oh, it's batted down. Jon Lynch, the strong safety, got a paw on it. And he was reading those eyeballs of Rodney Pete.
Catch it. That play's still killing me down there. I got to make up for it.
Still looking for atonement. Lynch finally put the Panthers away.
To throw. Here comes Heat. Gets the ball away. It's intercepted by Jon Lynch at the 31-yard line. Jon Lynch said, "That's my ball. This is my house. Give it to me."
What's up, baby? Here we go. Hey. Top of that division, baby. Let's go.
Where's Joe Diaco at? How long you been here?
27 years.
You ever been 8-2?
Never, sir.
Let's everybody say 8-2, man. 8-2, 8-2, 8-2, 8-2, 8-2, 8-2, 8-2. Yeah!
While Green Bay is no longer a division rival, Packer Week still creates a carnival atmosphere. And whether it's a division crown or playoff home field advantage, Tampa Bay was still playing for keeps.
Let's get to 92. Dominate on 3. 1, 2, 3. Dominate.
Green Bay took an early lead, but it came at a painful price. It was just a matter of time before Tampa Bay turned the tide.
Fakes the handoff to Green, back to throw. Bullets over the middle, intercepted by Kelly at the 50, coming right 45. Cuts left, he's to the 40, to the 35 of Green Bay, left sideline, 25-20. Taken out of bounds by Amon Green. Let's pass over the middle, appear to be underthrown.
The Bucs defense is living up to their number one billing so far.
Hell yeah, go to work on it. Go to work on it. Go to work on it.
Brad Johnson drops to throw, looks left, throws left, fade route, left corner, caught, but out of bounds, says the official on the near side. Challenge coming from the Bucs.
He got it. Wow.
Got to be undisputable. Replay.
That's what I'm talking about. Now that's pussy. That's touchdown. He got it. Okay. Come on out of there, Johnny. Come on out of there, Johnny. Look.
After reviewing the play, the receiver gained control of the ball in the air. His right foot hit down. He dotted the I with the left foot. Maintained possession when he hit the ground. We have a touchdown.
All hopes for a Packers comeback died amidst a crimson wave of destruction.
Here comes pressure. Favre is grabbed, and Simeon Rice has him sacked at the 20-yard line. Favre empty backfield pressure gets the Packers. Ball's picked off at the 15. Rodney Barber's got it. The Bucs deny the Packers.
The final tally, 3 sacks, 4 interceptions, and 1 frustrated Favre.
Goes to the right side. It's intercepted. Brian Kelly's got it. Brian Kelly rocks. The Bucs have stopped him again at the 5.
Learning and Jon Gruden's offense became child's play for Brad Johnson with each passing week. His 2 scoring passes would be just a taste of a red-hot home stretch.
Play action bootleg, running right, throws it back, it's caught, touchdown, Camp Duggar, Violet Cannons, we're up 20-7.
The win gave Tampa Bay a league best record of 9-2, though few people realize it amidst the controversy surrounding the aggressive play of Warren Sapp. When the war of words subsided, the Buccaneers would be universally viewed as the team to beat. In New Orleans, they called out the witch doctor, but all the voodoo in the world couldn't contain NFC sack leader Simeon Rice, whose 3 sacks contributed to a record-breaking performance.
It's Simeon Rice is the all-time king for multiple sacks in a row. 5 straight games. Brooks dropping out of the shotgun. He splashed out. Fumble football. It's in the end zone. It goes through for a safety. Bucks lead 2-0. Simeon Rice has a hat trick. Simeon Rice is playing lights-out football.
While Rice cooked Aaron Brooks, Mike Alstott ran wild through the New Orleans secondary.
Brad Johnson, play action, fake, picked up, gets past, caught Alstott, 40, 35 to the 30, Alstott to the 25 to the 20, Alstott to the 15, 10, 5, 3, 2, 1, touchdown, Tampa Bay! Bucks retake the lead. Good job, good job. Double wing left, secret counter motion, 359. 4th down goal. Brad Johnson, quick hard slant route, caught, touchdown, Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
We gotta go work right now. We gotta go work right now, boy. Right now. We gotta go work right now.
Trailing by 3, Tampa Bay set its sights on stopping the Saints.
He's getting sacked. Now get pressure up here. Watch the screens, watch the draws, watch the 3-step, and watch that ball coming out quick.
The Bucs stopped the draws and screens cold, but when a quick pass found the mark, New Orleans was able to run out the clock.
Gonna throw a quick slant, and the catch is made. The catch is made for the first down by Joe Horn.
Surprisingly swept by New Orleans, Tampa Bay had seen the NFC South suddenly turn into a 3-team race. Leading the division by just half a game, Tampa Bay hosted the Falcons, who were riding an 8-game unbeaten streak and featured the hottest act in football. With a unique ability to get inside opponents' heads, Michael Vick had single-handedly vanquished the Vikings. The entire National Football League wondered how Tampa Bay was going to stop the newly anointed ultimate weapon.
Let's play our ball. They don't watch number 7. Number 7 watch us. Watch this Bucs defense swarm. Watch them swarm.
Heard it all. We've seen it all. First place game. This man's challenged us. This team's challenged us. Let's come, step up, like Gruden's been talking about all week. Step up. Let's go win a damn championship. Win on 3. 1, 2, 3. Win.
It wasn't a matter of if the Falcons' shining star would fade amidst the specter of the league's top defense. The question was when and how painful it would be.
Hands the ball off. No, he's going to run. Drag down Howell. John Howell. They think with a new safety in there, they can run a bootleg and a run play by Michael Vick, and John Howell comes up and says, no. I'm from Colorado State, Mr. Vick. I want to be on the highlight film, and he just made a highlight play.
We got to be ready for run all the time, but definitely in that dot. If we get that trapper pull, shoot our guns.
Tampa Bay's silver bullet was Derrick Brooks, who was assigned to shadow Vick's left side. This positioning enabled him to close down passing lanes while providing limited escape routes should Vick decide to run. Prone to rolling out left, Vick often found himself hemmed in with nowhere to turn. In the first half, the issue was settled quickly and definitively. Michael Vick was no match for the Buccaneers.
I can't even set up and throw it. I can't even set up.
Vick's frustration led to the kind of mistakes rattled young quarterbacks tend to make, and the kind for which Tampa Bay makes their opponents pay dearly. The statistics spoke for themselves. For Michael Vick, 9 yards rushing, 125 passing. Vick was shut down, the experts were shut up, and Atlanta was nearly shut out.
Let's go, Big O. Let's operate.
The Tampa Bay offense then made surgical use of a blunt object named Mike Allstott.
Stumbling and rumbling.
Allstott ran behind textbook blocking. Every man got a man, and Allstott found a clear route to the outside.
To the 10, to the 20, to the 15, to the 10, to the 5, to the 1-yard line.
Brad Johnson outdueled his young counterpart, throwing for 4 touchdowns.
Caught, vicious, touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Two scoring passes went to Joe Juravicius, and 2 more went to Keenan McCardell.
Randolph goes across him, caught, 2, touchdown, Tampa Bay. Keenan McCardell, Bucks with another touchdown ball for Brad Johnson.
You can't play on a day like today. There's something wrong with you.
You can't come to Florida with one weapon until I beat us. I don't care how many bullets you got to load him up with. You can't beat us with one weapon.
I thought our defense all week, you kept your cool. They talked about the great Michael Vick. He's a great talent. How you going to stop Michael Vick? How you going to stop him? Not one word was said about how somebody's going to stop this defense. Remember that. The greatness of this defense is ahead, or we're going to finish strong.
Tampa Bay next visited a Lions team which had lost 5 in a row. The passing duo of Brad and Keyshawn Johnson did little to help their fortune.
Throws the seam route. Keyshawn makes the catch at the Lion 20-yard line. Keyshawn hangs onto the ball at the 20.
The Bucs passing game loosened up the ground attack. Mike Allstott and Michael Pittman each added a touchdown to keep Tampa Bay ahead of the upset-minded Lions. When Detroit tied the game in the 4th quarter, Johnson passed Tampa Bay toward the go-ahead score.
Good snap, the hole, Tupa, kick airborne, dramatic, it is good! The Lions sleep tonight.
Tampa Bay and Pittsburgh simply don't like one another. A primetime setting provided the perfect opportunity to settle their differences.
Monday night, baby, what's up? Y'all a great show tonight, baby. What's up? Tampa, Florida. Tampa, Florida, baby. We all. Let's go, brother. Hey, got one thing to say. Came after
While the Buccaneers were fired up, Pittsburgh rode an emotional high of its own to an early 17-0 lead.
Just keep playing. Just keep playing. Just keep playing. One snap. We're going to be fine.
With Brad Johnson injured, it was up to the defense to stop the bus and stifle the Steelers. Time and again, Tampa Bay threatened but could only manage a single touchdown. The loss would be their most painful of the season. It would also be their last. The old cold story about the Buccaneers' inability to win in freezing weather finally went south in chilly Champaign, Illinois. The last remnant of losing days gone by was buried in a defensive avalanche. Chicago's Henry Burris threw 4 interceptions, and the Bears didn't enter the Tampa Bay red zone until the game was already settled. With the Bears' offense on ice, Tampa Bay held the ball for over 37 minutes, winning by way of 5 Martin Gramatica field goals. In earning their franchise record 12th regular season win, the Buccaneers were ready for a Super Bowl run. A Super Bowl feeling is contagious, starting with a feverish groundswell and exploding throughout the grandstand. Adrenaline flows like water, game faces galore, and that's before the kickoff.
It's our quest, not theirs. 1 on 3. 1, 2, 3, win.
Brad Johnson showed no ill effects following a 3-week injury layoff.
Brad, you're the man. Go do it, Brad. Do it.
On the contrary, the quarterback flawlessly orchestrated an unstoppable attack.
Way to protect. Why Miami?
Warren Sapp checks in. As a tight end, he is eligible. 44 inches for a touchdown. The snap, handoff, ball's down, running away. 3-2-1. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Warren Sapp, the leading blocker, and the Bucs score first at 6-0.
These two linebackers hit right here, and I hung great his ass. Right. Damn good job, man.
We could get another 10 points this quarter, actually, to be honest with you.
Use your mission. Use your mission. Why 20?
Dropping back, Johnson on third down, throws the ball toward the end zone. It is yes! Touchdown, Tampa Bay! Touchdown, Joe Derrick! The Bucs lead 13-3. Great catch, Joe!
Boy, talk about a perfect pass, though, Gary. I don't know how you stop that.
Go to work. Got him, coach.
Play action, fake on the bootleg. Brad Johnson looking, throwing across the middle. Caught! Touchdown! How about this? The Bucs take a little over a minute to push it up the field 52 yards.
How you feel, good? Long drives.
Nearly all of San Francisco's drives ended in frustration. Led by John Lynch, the defense laid a physical pounding on the 49ers. But it was quarterback Jeff Garcia who bore the brunt of the defensive assault. The mobile Garcia was battered and beaten until finally his usually accurate passing arm betrayed him.
Garcia running to his right, throwing. Oh, it's bobble picked. It's intercepted. Picked off on the 25. Bucs have the ball. Derrick Brooks has another one.
I told you could get off on him so good, but he slow out his stance. You can get off on him all day. You can't do nothing to stop him.
Another unstoppable force was Mike Allstott.
Checks in. Mike Allstott gets the ball, runs left. Touchdown, Tampa Bay, and the Bucs score again. And the Bucs lead the 49ers 28-6.
So you say you play offense and defense? Yeah. I play offense and defense. Multi-faceted.
Sapp helped lead the way, but the key blocks were made by Kerry Jenkins, number 71. Who pulled left and took out not one, but two San Francisco defenders.
How many plays we run right there? 2, 3. That's why I like it right there.
While the 49ers had come from 24 points down to win the previous week, Monty Kiffin's defense forced 5 turnovers and sent San Francisco home for the season.
Catch, ball deflects out of his hands, taken by Tampa Bay, and they've got another turnover.
Your final 31-6. Our Bucs are victorious.
Hey guys, congratulations, man. You're 60 minutes away now. You're 60 minutes away from the mountain that you guys wanted to climb now. You're 60 minutes. I love you guys, man. I love you. I'm so happy for you. Worked your asses off to get to this stage now. Now we got to have our best week of football. And again, it's about us, nobody else.
It is 27 degrees.
For Tampa Bay, revenge was a dish best served cold.
And the friendly city has been unkind to our Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Let's get out. Good luck. All right. Good job. Tell your wife to settle I will. So happy for you, Mr. Bird. Thank you. Good luck. Yeah, you too. I know you don't mean that.
Once again, the Philadelphia Eagles blocked the Buccaneers' road to the Super Bowl.
So we get set. You can feel the electricity.
We're ready. We're the best secondary in this house. We're the best team in this house.
Dramatica kicks it. The game is underway. It is coming down to Mitchell at the 8. And across the 10, 15,
20. Cuts back at the 25-30.
Can somebody tackle Brian Mitchell?
35-40. Gets a block. He's at midfield. He's at the 40. Cuts back again. Finally tackled inside the box 30.
Listen to this Eagle crowd.
Running play. Deuce Staley up the middle. He's at the 15, the 10. Cuts back at the 5. Touchdown! Deuce Staley!
And the Eagles struck like lightning.
The gauntlet had been thrown down, but Tampa Bay refused to panic. Rather, it followed a game plan featuring a no-huddle attack, passing underneath the Birds' vaunted secondary. Brad Johnson was unflappable while the Philly defense seemed unnerved by the Quaker City noise pollution.
I can't hear the calls. I'm turning around. I'm hear Barber, but he can't hear me. I'm trying to stay in the huddle. I did it. Now, let me tell you, guys. These guys are running a no-huddle offense. If they can hear, we can hear.
Gruden's strategy was to send the flow of the play one way and create mismatches on short passing routes, such as defensive linemen paired against Ken Dilger.
Keep it up. Keep it up. Let's go. Keep it up. We're going. Let's go.
On defense, the goal was simple: force turnovers by providing constant pressure on Donovan McNabb.
Boy, the Eagles are in trouble. They are in trouble. This has been a suffocating Tampa Bay defense.
In deep in its own end, Tampa Bay changed the complexion of the game with one play.
Brand looking, going over the, it's caught Juravicious, 35 to the 40, to the 45 to the 50. Oh, the sideline, Joe, 35-30, Juravicious to the 20, 15-10, he's out of bounds to the 5-yard line. You go, Joe, you go, Joe. He put on the afterburners and outran everybody.
Where did that come from?
He's got Barry Gardner guarding him, and that linebacker against Juravicious is a poor matchup.
I have not seen Joe Juravicious run that fast ever.
And this Bucs team doesn't look the least bit cold.
Your baby was born yesterday, and you're trying to score a touchdown for it. My goodness.
Mike Allstott capped off a 96-yard drive and gave Tampa Bay a 10-7 lead.
They blow the whistle and get out of the way. Allstott running left, throws the shoulder, touchdown Tampa Bay. Mike Allstott takes it to the house.
96-yard drive! 96-yard drive, baby! 96-yard drive! That's it, son. We're going to get y'all the ball back. They shot me wrong. Nice shot. I don't know what we got to do, but we got to get some pass rush. We ain't going to win this game. Yeah.
With their team trailing, the locals grew restless and their target wore number 19. As if on cue, Johnson keyed an 80-yard drive with 3 catches, the third going for 6 points.
Brad Johnson, hard slant, caught, Keyshawn, touchdown Tampa Bay. Great throw, Brad Johnson. 17-10.
Mr. Reliable, Brad Johnson. Cool as a cucumber, getting the ball right to Mr. Reliable himself, number 19, Keyshawn Johnson.
Good catch, man.
As night fell on the city of brotherly love, it became evident that the Bucs' Philadelphia curse was dying. Rondé Barber sought to kill it for good.
Here's the snap, McNabb dropping under pressure. His ball knocked away.
Barber's lightning-quick blitz stripped the Eagles of the ball and whatever momentum they had.
It's ruled a fumble, and the Bucs have it. Rondé Barber forces the fumble, and Ellis Wims gobbles up that big kid and says, it's mine, I got it.
By the end of the third quarter, Brad Johnson and company were in complete control. Wearing gloves for the first time in his career, Johnson drove Tampa Bay toward a lead-stretching field goal.
A 27-yard field goal attempt. High snap. Dugout. Here's the kick. Airborne. Martin Gramatica has got another one. It's good.
It was worry time in South Philly, which Rondé Barber would turn into full-blown panic.
Bucs. 3:27 to go. McNabb dropping. That's intercepted. And the 10 to the 20. Gone coast to coast. Rondé Barber. To the 50. To the 40. Barber to the 30. Nobody's going to touch him. Rondé Barber. 10-5. Touchdown. Tampa Bay. A 95-yard interception return. Bucs lead 26-10.
the snap, Barber had shown blitz once again, but instead of rushing McNabb, he peeled back into coverage, putting himself in prime position for the interception.
Barber's 95-yard interception return is the longest in postseason history. Boy, that's the dagger. That is the dagger. Go home, Eagle fans. You can head to the exits right now.
Woo! Pro Bowl my ass, baby. I'm going to San Diego, damn it.
Super Bowl, Super Bowl, Super Bowl, Super Bowl, Super Bowl, Super Bowl.
The Buccaneers are the champions of the NFC. How about that? We're going to the Super Bowl.
Love you back, mate.
I can't hear y'all. Where you going? Back to the fireworks. Where you going? We're going to San Diego. San Diego. Shut it down today. Shut the vet down. No more vet.
Welcome to San Diego, California, Super Bowl 37. It is Tampa Bay versus the Oakland Raiders.
Super Bowl 37 was a championship full of firsts. For the first time in 27 years, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers were playing for pro football's ultimate prize. The three-time world champion Oakland Raiders were their opponent. Never before in a Super Bowl had the NFL's #1 defense faced the #1 offense.
Let's go, man. Let's go. Let's go. We've been working this for a long time. It's our opportunity.
There can only be one. You hear me? There can only be one.
In the most intriguing Super Bowl first of all, the Bucs' fiery leader Jon Gruden would battle the team he had led just a season earlier.
Let's go! You gotta love this, don't you? Jesus, criminy.
Losers 4 years, the littlest Buck brought along a little luck.
Dramatic, all right. Yeah. Saw him in his locker. He does that prayer thing. Rubbing all his lucky coins, man.
When the coin was tossed, the Bucs took the ball. 3 plays later, they wished they hadn't.
Give me trips right tight. Zebra left. 58 Delta. Zebra choice.
3rd and 5. You can just feel the electricity of the air.
Johnson back, looks middle, throws off his back foot. Wobbly ball, intercepted by Woodson on the 48. And Johnson threw a flutter duck.
Let's go 888. 888. Nasty, nasty.
The Buck defense needed to be at its nasty best right away. And it was as Simeon Rice steamrolled Rich Gannon, forcing Oakland to settle for a field goal.
Right now, both quarterbacks are under siege. Each defensive line is winning their respective battle.
In order to settle his quarterback down, Jon Gruden selected one of the simpler plays from his playbook.
Now listen, this is Zebra Trojan. Far west, right slot. X short. 200 jet smoke. X choice. Far west, right slot. X short. 200 jet smoke. X choice.
In other words, a short toss to Joe Juravicius running free on a crossing route.
Dropping Johnson, looking Johnson, step over, does the ball, caught Juravicius to the 50, to the 45. You go, Joe, to the 40.
It's our man. It's our man. Joe.
Juravicius gained 23 yards, as did San Diego native Michael Pittman on the very next play.
The snap, a good one. The hold on the spot, and the kick is airborne. It is good, flirted with the left upright. And the Bucs have tied the Raiders 3-3.
Boom!
Super Bowl 37 hung in a great balance. The league's best offense, the league's best defense, Which would tip the scales? The answer came early. The Bucs' front four blew away the Raiders' front five. There was no place to run and no time to pass. Jon Gruden seemed to know exactly what Bill Callahan would do. Anticipating where the Raiders would attack, John Lynch and the defense held a decisive edge.
Hey, Sluggo seam.
And they'll send Rice in motion, dropping Gannon, flush to his right, throws it down. It's picked off, intercepted by Dexter Jackson to midfield.
I told you, baby. I told you. Was it Sluggo seam?
Dexter Jackson, the free safety, stepped in front of Doug Jolly.
Hey, Mike, was it Sluggo seam?
Yeah.
I told him right before.
Yeah. Called it, Monty. I called it. Told him right before the snap. It's Sluggo seam.
Next possession, same result. Another interception by Dexter Jackson.
Dexter Jackson to the 40, to the 35, to the 50. He's to the 45. Dex Jackson out of Quincy, Florida, has two.
4-yard line. They kicked their ass.
Raiders, after the first series on the interception, have gone 3 and out every single time.
Mike, every play they've run, we ran in practice. I know. It's unreal.
You mean Tiger Pittman. Tiger Mike Pittman. Tiger Pittman.
20.
Up 6-3, the Bucs unleashed Michael Pittman's speed and Mike Allstott's power to score the game's first touchdown.
Once they get inside the 5, they give you Mike Allstott. All 6'1", 250 pounds of him.
Moving to left, second down goal. Hand off Allstott. Up the gut, Mike Allstott. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Bucs are the ball again. We lead 9-3. Boy, Mike Allstott just lowered his head and his shoulder. And he said, come up here, you old guys, and tackle me, and nobody wanted a piece of it.
With his new team up by 10, Gruden now looked to put a chokehold on his old one.
Hey, don't give him nothing here. Don't give him room to breathe.
Tampa Bay's defense punched the Raiders squarely in their unpatched eye. The result, just 3 first downs, only 62 first-half yards, and plenty of battered bodies and bruised egos.
What's going on?
Super Bowl 37, the defense has been lights out. Let's score, Bucs.
That's what it works. Working is 1. 4. Working is 1. 4. Working is 1.
Less than a minute remained in the half. The Bucs were at the Raider 5.
Nickel 41, kill 374 Wasp. You guys like this?
Here's the snap, Brad dropping, throwing the hot receiver. Caught! Touchdown, Tampa Bay! Keenan McCardell!
Jon Gruden goes right at Charles Woodson.
Yeah, the Raiders have certainly dug themselves in a deep hole.
Was that a bullet or was it a dagger?
Bam! 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 Bam!
Gruden's script was being executed to perfection. But as the second half began, Brad Johnson decided to improvise.
Brad may run.
Oh, yeah, Bradley.
Brad Johnson is going to scramble.
Get down, please.
Put the ball under your hip and hold on to it, Brad Johnson. He looked like the galloping ghost.
Hey, take that. That's bonus.
It's the John Elway moment.
Johnson may not be John Elway, but he definitely was having his moment as he led the Bucs on a 14-play drive.
Play action on the bootleg. Brad Johnson rolling right, throwing right. It's caught by Gilgert. Bucs have it first and goal. A 12-yard throw and catch. Gilgert wanted to score a touchdown. Almost got it in.
Come on, man. We're going to score. We got to score 7, baby.
Hey, Brad, be smart.
Green right close, pass 14 solid, C slam drag. Throw it away if it's not there.
Brad Johnson looking left, looking right. Throw them in a pot at the 3, 2, 1. Touchdown, Keenan McCardell. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. They can't stop you.
Gruden was in a play-calling zone. He was exuding confidence and instilling it in his players.
You're going to be a stud. You're going to be all you want to be. We got to work together at it, though, right?
No,
finish strong, man. Let's finish strong. Love you, boy. Keep it going. Hey, that's why you and I work together here.
I'm with you. We rolling. It's a great drive, fellas. Pitt, that's a great drive, man.
Is that a 90-yard drive exactly?
The drive covered 89 yards and consumed more than half the quarter. Less than a minute later, the Bucs were in the end zone again.
To his left, fire. Oh, picked off. Dwight Smith, 25-20, 15-10-5. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. There's the dagger. The Bucs do it again.
Rich Gannon made a bad decision.
Season.
To the house!
Dwight Smith burns him, goes back 45 yards. There's our 7th return touchdown of the season. Dwight Smith.
Boom, boom, boom! Boom! Boom!
And this is just utterly amazing. Look at it right now. Rich Gannon got that deer in the headlight look.
34-3, and the Buccaneers are rolling.
It's a wrap. It's a wrap. It's a wrap.
We ain't even started yet. Let them keep throwing. Let them keep throwing.
Down 34-3, the Raiders had little choice but to keep throwing.
And a 7-step drop, looking, looking. Now back to his right, throws the deep route toward the end zone. Caught out of bounds. No good. Jerry Porter grabbed it with his fingertips, but he ran out of real estate.
Hold on, they may want to challenge this. He got 2 down.
Yeah.
No, he didn't have possession of the ball right there.
Ball.
At the end, he fumbled it.
They're going to challenge it anyway.
Hey, he doesn't have control of that ball. He don't have control.
That looked a whole lot closer on the replay than it did in person. I think you might have that.
He's bobbling that ball. I'm going to have a eruption if they overturn this.
Here's Bill Carroll.
After reviewing the play, it's been determined that the receiver possessed and caught the ball with both feet inbounds.
Are you out of your mind? Are you out of your skull?
The player's reversed to a touchdown.
Are you out of your damn mind?
Watch yourself, man.
The Bucs' mood only worsened when Oakland struck for 2 more touchdowns.
Rich Gannon dropping back 5 steps. Steps up in the pocket, throws a deep one wide open. Jerry Rice, touchdown, Raiders!
What are we doing?
Jerry Rice got wide open down the middle of this deep zone and scores. The Raiders have it down to 34-21.
The balance of power was shifting in favor of the league's #1 offense. But with 2 minutes to go, pro football's finest defense delivered.
Come on, let's go. Don't let up. Do not let up. Stay after him, Monty.
Dominic, don't ever let go. Don't ever stop putting the pedal on him. Let's go. Keep your mind on the prize. Let's go.
Gannon ready to work. 2nd down, 9. Dropping Gannon.
Knock his ass off.
Dropping Gannon. Pressure coming by Sam. Oh, he's sacked by Wilson. 3rd down, 18. Dropping Gannon. Looking Gannon. Those up the middle. At the 40. Derrick Brooks 30. Brooks to the 29. He's getting Derrick Brooks all the way. Touchdown Tampa Bay. Derrick Brooks. There it is. The dagger's in. We're going to win the Super Bowl.
And fittingly, Derrick Brooks ices it.
Jon Gruden, we salute you. The best coach in the National Football League.
Grande, we're world champs, baby.
Super Bowl, baby. Boom, boom, boom.
The NFL's oldest team was no match for the youngest coach ever to win a Super Bowl.
Bring out the play, man. What's happening for you, man? What's happening? You're the champion, man. You are the stallion of the world, man.
It took 27 years to get here. It took us 60 minutes to bring home the trophy. The headlines are ready. The Bucs are the pro champions of the world.
How about that, Mr. Glazer? Huh? We did it, man. Best in the world, man. Golly, I love you, man. Can't thank you. I can't tell you how much I love you.
The celebration had officially begun.
I can't believe it.
Jakey, we did it, buddy.
But the Bucs' defensive dominance would not end.
Here's the pass, and it's picked off, intercepted, down the sideline, touchdown, Tampa Bay!
Floyd Smith with the ultimate exclamation point on Tampa's Super Bowl triumph.
Dexter, MVP, baby! MVP!
The Buccaneers paid a king's ransom for Jon Gruden, but he was worth every penny. And now Tampa Bay rules the NFL.
That's what Jon Gruden did so well, is make us believe. He came in his first day and said, we're going to win a world championship, and we never wavered from that thought. You know, we love that guy.
And thank you to Malcolm Glazer and that great Glazer family that really saved the day when they took over ownership of this franchise.
They said we couldn't do it, baby. And they said we couldn't do it.
The Lombardi Trophy resides in Tampa, Florida. How about them Buccaneers?